So, hello everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of I Do Affirm's Affirmation Conversations. Today's guest is the one and the only Mr. Marrisette. Yep, that is my husband. For those of you who don't get the connection. And if you're with me, you now realize that you are on the 29th episode that I promised you in the promo video. So this is the last episode of season 1. And of course, who else would help me close it down but, my number one partner in life. So Gregory, thank you so much for being here with me. Welcome.
Baby, glad to be here with you.
Glad to have you in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Y'all stop being nasty. So, Greg, you are born and raised in Jackson, Alabama. So you're a Bama boy.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Roll Tide.
All day.
So right now, obviously, we live in the DMV area. So I want you to tell the people, obviously, I know, but tell the people how you ended up from Jackson, Alabama, which many people may not have even heard of, drove through, or whatnot, to where we are now in the DMV area, which is literally over 900 miles away from home.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. So Jackson, Alabama. The boy from Jackson, Alabama arrived to DC. It took
And
a
stop trying to
nice
talk sexy, Greg. You got to talk a little bit louder.
it took a nice little journey for me to get here to where I'm at today. Like I say, I'm the 10th of 12 kids, all by the same mom and dad. So those values were instilled in me early, from the family perspective. So, with being 10th of 12 kids, you never had much coming up. So, you had to find your way. And finding my way, I decided to join the military. So the military took me on my journey from Jackson, Alabama to Oklahoma, multiple other states and duty stations. And I arrived here at DC, actually as a spouse, following my wife, because I retired out of Fort Hood, Texas in 2019. So my last stop, I'm actually a military spouse now. So I enjoy it very much, sitting at home and cooking and cleaning.
Yeah. First of all, he is definitely lying about the cleaning part. But I would tell him, wait a minute, I'm not going to put you on blast. He does not clean because it is literally me, him, and a 17-year-old. She has her bathroom, bedroom, and laundry. She does it. And I take care of the home because he keeps things straight. He does his own laundry. He always has. So he don't need to do laundry. And he can cook when he does. He is phenomenal. Okay. He is amazing when he can and when he does. So
got that sauce.
I just want to make it clear, my man can cook, okay? But yes, I am the spouse, clearly, and of course, I am still serving in the military until 1 September of 2023. Bam. But yes, so you did 24 years?
24 years, couple of reserve years. I joined the military actually when I was a junior in high school, did split option training. So I was a part of the National Guard at that time. So the good thing about that was, you know how military pay works. You get paid for years in. So I've been getting paid for an extra 2 years because I joined while I was a junior in high school ever since I've been in the military, which helped out a lot as far as pay, especially being enlisted all of these years. You got to make ends meet how you make them meet, but that extra 2 years of pay incentives helped out a lot.
That's awesome. Well, I thank your recruiter.
You met him.
And I have met his recruiter, y'all. Literally, his recruiter was literally just in his hometown. Like, when was that? 2 months ago when we went for the family reunion. So this is just
It was
crazy.
Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving time for me.
Was it Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving. Yeah, because they're frying the turkey in the yard. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, hell, we be frying everything when we go down to Alabama. We fry everything, including frog legs and alligator tails. I'm just joking.
I don't know about all that now.
I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just making Bama jokes. I'm just kidding. All right. So, y'all, today's affirmation topic is I am me, right? So, who better than to discuss that with than someone, that I know, I believe I know really well and who definitely knows way more things about me than I would like to admit, and way more things about me than y'all ever gonna know. Because trust me, y'all ain't gonna think I'm too cute if you knew some of the things about me that he knows. So you mentioned earlier that you are one of 12 children, and your mother and
Yes,
your father were married until your father unfortunately passed years ago. First of all, that's absolutely amazing, right? First of
yes,
all, to be one of 12 is crazy and amazing. And I've been around your siblings, all except for, the one who unfortunately passed before we met, and one other one. And I mean, your bond with your siblings is completely amazing. Most families of that size are tumultuous, and it's just beautiful to me. And I just love them all. I love the way that y'all interact with one another. You can tell there's a lot of love and chemistry there. It is phenomenal. And I can only imagine how it was for y'all growing up, whether that was the way that y'all survived, but by getting closer or, yeah, or what. But I mean, I just absolutely love it. So you're lucky to have that many siblings, and then also to come from a household where you have, your mother and your father growing up, because, that is really amazing. How did that kind of shape you into the person, the man that you are today?
okay. Well, it made me appreciate things more. Um, a lot of people, you know, don't appreciate things in today's time. So I still bring those values with me. I don't like to be wasteful of resources and things of that nature. I like to plan ahead, ensure that I have things to get me through hard times. I have something saved just in case something goes wrong. And I maintain that value with me my whole entire career. I've always had something saved just in case something go wrong. Because you don't want to be the person who has to depend on someone else to get you through hard times. Because sometimes people just can't do it. And if me being a provider for my family, I feel that that burden has always been placed upon me to make sure that we're cared for in case something does happen. I don't know, my military career could have been cut short or anything could happen. I could have decided to get out and not done so well in my civilian aspirations. So, but me for myself, I always decided to save, save, save. It may not look like it a lot of times because I do a lot of shopping. I do a lot of shopping and I do like splurge in there, but that's because I save to do those things. I don't do those things and try to replenish those things. I save and then I do those things, get the things that I want. And those are my values that I learned from my father because he used to always had to say, you better save for a rainy day because eventually a rainy day gonna come, and then you're gonna see who your true friends are, your true family members are, and if you can't get help, where you gonna get it from?
Yeah,
So that was my philosophy: just save, so I wouldn't have to depend on anybody. And if my family needed it, they knew I would be there for them to depend on in that fashion.
that's awesome. Well, I definitely will say that you are smart in that way, and you've definitely taught me that. And I mean, improved a lot of things about me. I mean, I'm very smart with the money, but honey, you save and then splurge. I splurge and then beg to give me loans. Not very much anymore. I'm so much better, but that credit score went from a 500 to 800 something because of you, boo. So you ain't look. You either gonna be with me or I'm gonna be with you, but we gonna be together.
I see.
Well,
Same thing.
you're so silly. Well, that is awesome. So I've watched you over all the years, and it's like you're the type of person, it's like you're sociable, but you're not really that social, right? You're okay being alone. Like, you will go out to eat by yourself, which you taught me something that really works. When you go out to eat by yourself, you never have to wait because there's always an empty seat at the bar, right? You'll go
Absolutely.
to a movie by yourself. You'll go shopping by yourself, and it's all things that most time people they don't want to do. They have like some agoraphobia or just some like social anxiety, but you do things by yourself. But you have, you can fit into any group. When we go places, I always see you can fit in, and there's somebody who you'll talk to the whole night while I'm, as you would say, fluttering around the room. But people always consider you like a laid back type of person. How would you describe yourself socially, and why do you think you're like that?
Well, I'm like that to a certain extent. At first, when people first see me from afar, you would think that I'm a laid back person, that which I kind of am, but you would think that because of my demeanor, you know. But me, I'm a more of a observative type person. I like to observe people in their elements to see if you're the type of person that I would like to understand or get to know. So it's more of the approach for me. I like to know what I'm getting into and like to know the type of people that I'm going to be around. So I know if I need to watch my back or, so forth and so on. So I like observing my surroundings. And then if I'm clicking with a vibe with certain people, I mean, they laugh and we talking about the same things. We are developing this bond and this bond of communication. That's what I like. I mean, I've never been a person who liked to be around a lot of crowd of people. I mean, I grew up in a household of 12 siblings, so I need my alone time as well, you know. So that's why it don't bother me to eat by myself, because I've always had people at the table with me. It doesn't bother me to watch a movie by myself because I can finally get some peace and quiet. I don't need nobody disturbing me. I don't need nobody talking to me about the movie, asking me questions about the movie. Just leave me alone, leave me in my element, let me enjoy my soda, my popcorn, and involve myself and engulf myself into the movie. So people sometimes will say, they're not that bold to go eat alone or go out by themselves, but that's all about self love. I'm confident in myself and who I am. I'm established. I know what I want. I know what I'm doing to make myself feel better. You know, sometimes you got what is it that drives you? What makes you feel better? What allows you to unwind? Those things allow me to unwind. Eating alone, it saves me money for one. No offense, baby, but you have a tendency to run up a bill.
Look, they don't even want to know about this last one in Miami at Joe's Stone Crab.
Exactly. Exactly. So I mean, when I go out, I mean, I can get away with spending $60 or $70, and I'm good. I go out with you, I'm at a $400 or $500 bill. That's a different story. I'm like, So, but it is nice just to be alone sometime. I mean, I miss you when I do go out or sit at the bar, but at the same time, I don't have to wait 45 minutes or an hour, 2 hours for a table when I can just go to the bar, slide in between some customers, order my food, order my drink, and be gone in 45 minutes. So those are the type of things that I like to do. And as far as the shopping wise, you know how that works.
Yeah,
We
I don't like
both,
going shopping with you anyways. I'm Amazon all day. I'm Fashion Nova all day. I don't care what my bags look like, what my accessories look like, my shoes, my clothes, they coming from online, honey. I mean, I'll do, the department stores every now and then. I don't like going shopping with you. You too tedious. You take too long. I mean, I love your closet. I'm jealous of your closets, but you take too long. So I'm glad you like going to the mall by yourself, because A, I don't like the mall, and B, I definitely don't like the mall with you. I'm glad we
I like
compliment one another well.
I like to feel the material. I like to touch the items that I'm gonna get. So I mean that computer shopping stuff is not for me.
Well, I know all my material have to be stretched in some way, so I'm cool. As long as it say something about like polyester, nylon, I'm good.
Girl, okay.
you
Too
know,
funny.
I'm serious. But no, it was funny because I was going back to something that you said, is like you like to observe people to kind of be able to see if it's somebody that you want to get to know.
Hmm.
Was that how you was when you met me?
You know how it was when we met. You was too aggressive for me. I wanted to run away.
Why are you lying to these folks?
An aggressive woman. I like, man, who is this aggressive woman? She pretty, but she's aggressive.
I wouldn't look.
Really, really aggressive.
We are moving on from those lies. I mean, they're half truths, but they still
Somewhat happy, but you was aggressive.
lie. So I would say there's a lot of things out here that can cause people to be very, very discouraged these days. Internet, including social media, friends and family, the
Yeah.
workplace. I mean, so it's very hard for people, even from a young age, literally from a young age. I mean, from their religious preference, like especially in communities like where we were growing up, you going to church, you know what I'm saying? Like you forced to go to the missionary Baptist, you know what I'm saying? You don't have a choice. So religion is forced on you. And sexuality, is forced on you. You know what I'm saying? Meaning what I mean is, in some of our communities, in some of our families, you have to kind of hide who you are. That is what I mean by that.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's very difficult for some people to figure out who they are, so that they don't really know who they are until later on in life, and then they don't really know how to deal with it. So what advice would you give to someone who was kind of struggling with just getting to know themselves, to be able to boldly say and confidently say, like, I am me?
The advice I would give anyone is be authentic. Um, that's what's going to set you apart and make you special. Uh, Learning and getting to know yourself better and what makes you happy is the key to it all. If it's making you happy, helping others out, and not having enough for yourself, go ahead and do so. But I would say rethink your your analysis and your processes for helping people, because if you're not happy, how can you expect others around you to be happy? Because people are going to feed off that energy, if it's negative, positive, or so on. Your energy that you bring infects a lot of people around you. So I would just say be yourself, be authentic. You got to make yourself happy. And once you're happy, everyone around you will, I guess what the word you want, what word I'm looking for.
Kind of assimilate. They will kind of,
Yeah, they will catch on. They will adapt to your energy,
exactly.
and then in doing so, you have a lot of happy people
Yeah.
instead of people bringing negative energy into your group.
Yeah, I do agree. I believe that, it just takes that one person in the family. It takes that one person in the workplace. It takes that one person in your friend group to be uniquely and authentically themselves. And when the other people around you see that you're confident and you're who you are and you're not trying to be someone different, then it kind of encourages them to be themselves. They're like, well, heck, Greg is himself, and he's not trying to assimilate to the crowd. He's not trying to be someone else in the workplace because of a promotion or to kiss the boss's butt or, whatever. He ain't really trying to make grandma happy, because I mean, grandma ain't gonna pay his bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. He'll show up to Thanksgiving for the turkey leg and going about his business. And if she like it, she like it. If she don't, sorry. You know what I'm saying? It is. I mean, that's really truly how I feel as well. It's like, and people just need to, like you said, just get to know you, be confident in who you are. And honestly, you just have to like live for yourself. You can't live for others. You have to be happy with yourself. And like you said, because if you're not happy with yourself, everyone feeds off your energy and you bringing down, everyone who's around you. Oh, I hope I don't get stung by this bee, y'all. It's just fly by my ear. I'm scared.
And you know a lot about that as well. I mean, I see a lot of your friends and family. They wonder how you be so aggressive or approachable, or how you interact with a lot of people. And that's a nice trait to have. I mean, many people want to be outside their bubble like that, but that's part of you being a mentor where you come into play. You could tell those things, those positive affirmations that you have for yourself. That's the selling point right there. Guess what? That's how I'm like that. I am me, regardless of what situation I am in. You can either adjust or you can keep it moving.
Yeah,
But you're going to be yourself because that's what makes you happy. You're not offending anyone. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just making
right.
sure that you're happy and that you can spread that love and happiness to everybody within that crowd or group. So a lot of people, I see them approaching you in those aspects. How do you do that? How do you just talk to people willingly and start conversations? I mean, that's a beautiful trait to have. I mean, you're sociable. You building those you tearing down those communication barriers and making them a positive aspect. I like that. That's something I really like about you as well.
Thank you. Well, you're segueing into the next question I was going to ask. So I always just ask some random off the wall question when I do these. And for us, I was going to ask, usually I ask people to answer the question pertaining to themselves. But since you my man and I'm your woman, your question is going to be about me and my question is going to be about you. So we're talking about, I am me. So I will ask, what's your favorite thing or one of your favorite things about me? And then I will say one of my favorite things about you. And you just said one, but I want a different one because so you can say two.
Okay, I'll say too. Well, I love your personality. Like it's hard to explain how it makes you feel to be around it. But like I said, your energy affects me. So if your energy is happy and I guess showing that uh, presence of love, that's how I feel. I just enjoy seeing you happy. One of the most beautiful things is watching you in your element, doing what you do, but you're happy doing what you do. You sometimes you take on a lot of things and put them on your plate, and watching you cipher through them and decide how you're gonna put them in order. That's what I like about you. I mean, you're beautiful, you're smart. I mean, a loving woman. But those things I admire about you, that you can engage any, I guess, element of life with a positive perspective. And it's always positive until it ain't. But it's always positive.
Right. People don't know,
But
baby. I know killer, but don't push me, honey. I'm positive till I'm not. You better tell them, baby.
I got your back. But baby, you're my inspiration a lot, and I know you inspire Jayla a lot. She may not admit it, but you are our inspiration. We love what you do. We love how you do it, and just keep going, doing you. And I know you're going to be as successful as ever once you can fully open up to the world.
Thank you. You so sweet. Look, mine is very similar as well. Like, you're super encouraging. I think you're, as people would say, you're the yin to my yang. And it's like, I'm the spontaneous one and you're more calculated, you know, and I'm the more emotional one and you're the more like mental one. You want to philosophically think things through. And I need that balance because I am high energy. And I love it how, I could come up with an idea like this one. I came up with, and this segues into the next thing I was going to speak of when I give you many thanks for helping me to bring this dream, this business into reality. Because many people obviously don't know that. Like, I was going to open a catering company, but there was a lot of restrictions here where I live in Virginia.
Yes.
And I wanted to do something that I knew my heart would be into. And I was getting really down about it because what I had wanted to do literally for the past 20 years, I'm like, I can't do it the way I want to. And I wanted to make sure I built a business that was flourishing before I retired from the Army. And so I'm in the shower and I'm asking God to please bring something to me that I can do. And then I just had this vision and you helped me bring it to fruition and literally start a business between June and August from an idea I had while shampooing my hair, in the shower. So a legitimate business that launched with a website, a EIN, a DBA,
Yes.
all this stuff and with inventory and I mean everything. And it's like I can have any type of issue in life and you don't tell me how to solve it, but you help me to improve my solution. And that was with idoaffirm. It's like every idea I have ever come up with in this business, you literally, and you ain't, let me give my, let me get you to sign this agreement real quick if I give you too much credit. You literally improve every idea that I have and make it just exponentially better. That's why I call you my consultant. You know what I'm saying? Like you are literally my professional, unpaid business consultant.
You paid me.
And just in life, period. I mean, even with my career, when I come home and I'm just like, I be on 123,000%.
Yes.
When things don't work out in the office. And I've given my all, and I just don't understand why things are going the way they are. And you have the ability to counsel me, to bring me down and help me to understand other people's perspective, even if I'm still in the end like it don't make sense. You can still, calm me. So I just love how you're able to just elevate me in every way of my life and literally just be the one person that I know for a fact, if I had to like literally just spew out a name. And people would say that, oh, it's your spouse, you should be able to, but there's a lot of people out here who can't depend on their dang on spouses, unfortunately. Let me just be honest. But you are the one person in this whole entire world that I know that if I needed to depend on them for anything, it would be you. So
Thank you, baby. I got you.
you elevate me, I elevate you.
You
and
do.
and I just love our relationship. I mean, it's super unique. People would have no idea just how amazing like our friendship is, our bond is. Like we're weird as heck. Like people wouldn't know. They're like, you guys are such a power couple. We love you. Like they don't know how strange we are. We crazy as hell, y'all. We be having fun, but don't be thinking no crazy stuff. I don't mean like that. I just mean like we genuinely can be authentically ourselves in this relationship. And that's really what it's all about. I am me. I am me with Greg. He is him with me. And we happy because we get to live together as two separate humans freely. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't do that. They have to mask or disguise things about themselves to satisfy the other person that they're in a relationship with. But it's like, I don't want to live that way. I want to enjoy my life. I don't want to pretend that I'm somebody I'm not just for the sake of a relationship. I'd rather just be by my dang on self. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, like I told you, I don't want you to have to do that either. Let's just be happy, have fun, travel, go shopping with all the money that you saved.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, you're so crazy. So if you had a quote or a tagline on life before I burn out here, because y'all know this is summertime, it's hot as heck. Before I burn up in this black and this blazer, if you had a quote or a tagline on life, what would it be?
I mean, I think I've covered it a couple times already. I am me. Be yourself. Be authentic. Um, in your way. Whatever makes you happy, be happy. Um, that'll be my tagline, baby. Just whatever it's gonna take to make you happy, because that's gonna in turn make a lot of other people happy. So just do you, be yourself, be authentic, and be happy.
That's awesome. So I can't let you go, being the last episode of the season and being the person most close to I Do Affirm other than myself, without you being able to sort of tell people like what you appreciate about this company.
Oh, the thing that I appreciate about this company is something for everyone. The products are amazing. Um, if you're going through things, this company is built on positively um, aspiring others to achieve or be themselves. These products are special in a way that everyone can find something to relate to. Me, for one, I wear my bracelet nearly every day. I mean, I am me. It's something I never used to wear bracelets until you actually started your company. Now I wear a bracelet every day, just reminding myself of how special I can be, you know. And if you know a friend or family member that sometimes may not be feeling so lucky or feeling like things are not going their way, these are excellent products that can inspire others to be better. They can help others when they're in a low part of their life, uh, aspire to dig themselves out of that rut or trench that they're currently going through. I just think the products are amazing, baby. And as long as you keep on promoting positive thinking behind those products and coming up with new creative ideas, getting people involved in self-love, self-care, understanding yourself, um, I think that products are going to only get better. the company is only going to get better, and it's only going to make you better in return to provide that type of service to people across the world.
Thank you. And I definitely want to just let you all know that there is a retail and a resource side to I Do Affirm. So on the website, www.idoaffirm.com, you can go to shop and you can see the products that Greg is talking about. The signature items are the $5 affirmation bracelets. I also have a blog there. I also put the information for the monthly affirmation conversations, which are virtual Zoom meetings held every last Thursday of the month at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can join camera on, camera off. They're actually super fun. I really love them. They're my favorite. That is what this season, as said in the promo video, if you watch that, that's what this, this here that I'm bringing to you now was sort of launched from. Just have a whole lot of things in the works. I'm really excited. I don't want to give anything away, but once I can put my full focus into this company come 1 September of 2023, you better believe that it's going to be way more amazing than it is now. And this is way more amazing than it was 1 year ago this month. So thank you so much, everybody. And take care. Be you. Be happy. Be beautiful. Thanks, Greg. Love you.
Love you, baby.